Hey guys, it's Tech Guru here. We're going to do a quick overview of a very simple jammer. Eventually we're going to be building something that's a little complicated like this. It uses quite a bit of parts for the timer, has a jammer portion built into it, the pulse width, modulation type of circuit. It's on a homemade circuit board, which is very easy to make. But before we do something that's complicated like this, we're going to start off with something simple. And this is probably one of the most powerful jammers for how simple it is. The transistor is the 2SC2078 that I've been talking about in my other videos. The coil here is 0.7, the main coil is 0.7 millimeter wire. The smaller coil that is coupled with the bigger coil is also 0.7 millimeter wire. This main coil is 25 wraps. This smaller coil is 60 wraps. Now, how that coil is made is by taking 0.7 millimeter wire and wrapping it around two 9-volt batteries. You could just stick two 9-volt batteries together and super glue the middle, and you will get something that's probably one of the most perfect sizes that you can come up with. You can also take two 9-volt batteries, stick them side by side, and build it up a little on the sides. You can take some layers of duct tape on each side. Leave this bare. You want that to be, the width of the two 9-volt batteries is already good, but you can build these sides up with duct tape and then just stick a piece of packing tape around that to keep everything together. You can also make coils that are roughly the same size as this, which would be something like this right here. This was made by wrapping the coil around the battery like that. This is a decent size. Also, it's a little too big for like a cigarette pack, so we're choosing to stick with this type of coil. And here's one coil that was made with this built up pack right here, so you can see it's roughly the same size. And what you're looking for when you make a coil is exactly 2 to 1 ratio. So it's twice as long as it is wide. So if it were 2 inches long, you'd want it just about an inch wide. So we'll do a quick close up, and you can see how that's made. These are the directions of the turns. Okay, so basically you start here and you wrap it around the battery in that direction. Like I said, you'll see me eventually make this coil on camera. And then here we have the smaller coil. And you can see this one comes under. And this one goes over. This one comes under, that one goes over. Just do another close-up. Okay, so this wire gets connected to base. This wire gets connected to the capacitor, which is 220 PF. This wire gets connected straight to the emitter. 25 turns, 0.7 millimeter. 60 turns, 0.7 millimeter. 2SC2078 transistor. We have a 22 PF between the collector and the emitter. We have a 10K between the base and the collector. Positive goes to collector. Negative goes to emitter. From collector out connects to a 220 PF, and that connects to this side of the coil. And when you're making this coil, make sure you really look at this video to see how it's wrapped. Okay, so this is a small little diagram of the coil. This would be the front of the coil, this would be the rear. This 0.7 millimeter wire can be anything from 10 to 30 turns. This small coupled coil could be anything from 40 to 60 turns of 0.7 millimeter wire. The beginning of this coil would hook up to the base. This side would hook up to the collector, and this side would hook up to the emitter. You can see there's the 220 PF. Here's the transistor, here's base, collector, emitter. 10K resistor between base and collector. And make sure that you try to get 1 kilovolt rated ceramic capacitors. I mean, it'll work with 50 volt rated or 100 volt, but it's better to be safe than sorry. It doesn't hurt to use a 1 kilovolt. Okay, so we're going to do a little demo using 27 volts. As you can see, I've got the push button connected to the negative side of the battery pack. You can connect that to the positive or negative, it doesn't really matter. I will be holding on to the heatsink and the battery pack.